I'm already sweating. Alright, so the first time I tried to film this video, it was basically catastrophic. So pretty much what happened is while I was filming, my sister threw a cardboard box at me, which then led me to kick my tripod, which by the way, the actual bit that connects to the that connects the tripod to the camera, I lost it. So my camera just balances on the tripod. It's very easy to knock over and possibly break. Yeah, you can't hear it.
Okay, I'm done.
Either way, my camera fell on my laptop, which was on the floor. It dented the laptop and the whole screen went out, and my dad had to pay $400 to get it fixed. Zena, my computer is physically not turning on.
Oh my God.
The whole screen just went black.
My computer, you just broke my computer. It's not turning on.
Hello everybody, my name is Taylor and welcome back to today's video. Oh, wait, that's not my intro. Hello everybody, it's me Taylor and welcome back to Tav. And today, we're gonna be reading my, 10 to 11 year old, school stories. They're basically Wattpad fanfictions. So either way, when I was younger, I used to think I was a best-selling author. All I read back in the day was Goosebumps, right? And so I had multiple...
Choose your own adventure.
So I had multiple book series because again I thought it was an author, right? So I had a scary one, which they're mental reading them now. I'm definitely gonna have to make a whole series reading those. But I also wrote one. I also had a series just about going back to school. It was called Skool Rulez, but spelled weird for some reason. And of course I have to have the rights thing in there because I was a proclaimed real author, right? This was a properly published series. But either way, so the reason why I decided to read these today is because if you guys saw my last video, you would probably know that I went back to school. I need to stop talking like I have 1 million subscribers because I literally have 10. But seriously, I did recently go back to school, and actually the night before my first day of school, this memory sparked in my mind from when I was 10 to 11 years old of this book series I wrote all about going back to school. And either way, so I found the Word documents I wrote this series on, and I started just filming myself reading this to my group chats on Instagram just because it's so interesting. And it really got me thinking, why don't I make this a whole video? But either way, I think we should probably get into reading them. So there's 2 books, and I've only read the first couple pages of each of them because that's when I decided that I should make this whole video. So there's book number 1, Skool Rulez, the video, and then the second one, Dodgeball Domination.
Let's take our first read of it.
Oh no, I just realized what my desktop looks like. Okay, I'm just gonna have to,
Alright, now it's clean.
Oh, never mind. Book number 1, the video. Oh wait, there's little blurb synopsis at the end, so we should read those. Emailing a simple Word document can't be that hard, can't it? Well, not really for your average, clumsy teenager Eli. When he accidentally sends the most life-ruining person a totally embarrassing video of his good friend Emma, he lands in a load of trouble, especially when the vid goes viral.
It literally sounds like a Disney movie.
Yeah, it does, alright. The person who claims the viral clip is called Anonymous XOXO. Eli wouldn't have a name like that, but what if it was all a disguise? Find out in the first Skool Rulez Writes book, the video.
XOXO gossip.
Oh, this is gonna be a ride, isn't it? Chapter 1, Eli. Oh, that's another thing, the actual, throughout the chapters, it's different characters' points of views. I stared around the classroom, yawning in boredom. Ugh, will I ever have an interesting class? There's such brats in this series. That's what I need to actually mention. They're literally so obnoxious and they think they're better than everyone else because they're quirky. Anyways, I've literally read 2 sentences of it.
That's literally you though. You think you're better than everyone just because you're so edgy.
Actually, you know what? You make a very good point. Anyways. I sighed.
Please keep that in the video.
I will. I sighed. I wasn't even listening to the teacher, and I was staring.
Sorry, I sighed. You can't start a sentence with I sighed.
I was 10. I was probably. I know I was at least 11. I might have been 10. Probably, I think 11. I sighed. I wasn't even listening to the teacher. I was staring at my calculator screen on my phone, thinking about tomorrow. It was Friday, and that's when the new Ghost Fighter 2 video game was getting sent to my house. People have been talking about it for ages. Ever since it was available for pre-order 2 months ago. This should have been sponsored by some game. Seriously, that was a great ad. All I heard was blah 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 coming from my algebra teacher's mouth. Boring. I almost fell asleep for a minute until I heard a voice shout, Eli! It was just my psycho teacher, Mr. Donitz. Ah! I cried, jumping off my seat. Laughter flooded the big classroom. I can't even read this next sentence. I don't know why it makes me cringe so much. Our class was quite large and expensive. I mean, it is in the rich side of Beverly Hills. Where else would it be set? Like, seriously, I don't even think there is a rich side of Beverly Hills. I think the whole, like, of Beverly Hills is just, like, rich. But, like...
Beverly Hills 90210.
Literally... Oh my god, I even think of that. I don't know. Ever since, like, I was little, I was always like, LA. I don't know why. I think it's just because, like, I watch...
We watch the Kardashians.
You're very right, Zena. And like Beverly Hills Chihuahua. After I picked myself up from the floor, I found a kid on his iPhone recording me. That has to be your Snapchat story for at least a week, a girl next to him said. I clearly didn't know how Snapchat worked. I just like thought I was cool because like I was like using proper nouns. This was truly a great day. Mr. Donuts turned to me and said, "So Eli, you won't mind telling us what the value of X is, don't you?" He asked me in an irritating voice. "No, not at all," I said in a polite, confident voice. Inside I was freaking out. I wanted to say, "Hell no." Oh yeah, that's also another thing. Like I say like more like aggressive words to make me sound like really like old, but I was like 10. "So 15 is your answer," Mr. Donuts proposed. "Yes, 15 is my answer." After I said that, he just stared at me like I wasn't human. I knew he hated me. "Actually, this is correct," he said. I sighed in relief, as if, alright, you...
Again with the sign.
Ugh, alright. "If you were trying to get the answer completely wrong," the class laughed.
Now he was really embarrassing me.
"So anyways, how did you get this ridiculous answer?" he asked me. I felt a cold sweat run down my forehead.
A sweaty upper lip alert. Do you know from Wild Child?
Yeah, oh, yeah. I said, I had no idea what to say. Yet I always told myself, in a situation similar like this, just pretend to feign. Low-key good tips, right? You just took the door handle off my door.
Just pretend to faint.
"So this is how I started. I shook my head and dropped to the floor. I could hear some kids laughing. "Eli, are you okay?" Mr. Donuts asked. Eli, are you okay? How does he not care? I wanted to point the middle finger at him. Jerk. "Who's taking him to the hospital?" he said. I saw a girl at the back of the class put her hand up and say, "I will." I couldn't recognize who she was until she came to the front of the room. I then saw it was my only good friend in algebra. Her name was Nikki. "You okay?" she whispered. "Yeah," I said softly while getting up. We went to the room. You see, Nikki is a straight A smart student, yet Mr. Donuts hates her too, but not as much as me. Alright. Nothing happens for like the next like 3 pages. Basically, he just fainted in class because he got the answer wrong and he was really embarrassed. Not bad advice. English. "I have an assignment with Sophie," I told her. "I feel like she would be a nightmare to work with." "You bet," I replied. "She doesn't even care about her work. She just complains about how she doesn't like what I'm writing or whatever. Most of the time she's just sitting there, taking selfies, texting friends, stalking guys on Instagram, and listening to music through her pink Beats headphones. How does this girl not get caught?" This whole book could have been an ad. Alright, so they get to the nurse's office, and then the nurse is like, "What happened?" He's like, "We fainted." And then the nurse is like, "We are going to have to call your mum." The nurse picked up the phone. "Ugh, what am I, a 5-year-old? Oh yeah, also it's the American mum, because in Australia and like England and other countries we spell mum with a U. But obviously, we're Americans, so we use mom. After school, I met up with some friends at my house. We were talking about random stuff and looking at really old pictures of us on my computer. My friend Emma, brown hair, gorgeous eyes. That's pretty romantic. "Do you remember when you dressed up as a hot dog for Halloween one childhood year?" "Yeah," I replied. "Remember when you dressed up as a chicken?" I asked. No one speaks like this. "I thought we were never gonna talk about that day again," she said. "Actually, I only asked because I just found the video of your chicken girl dance video." Emma gave me a shocking stare. "You still have that?" she asked. "Alright, but if this thing gets posted online, my life is pretty much over." Wow, the foreshadowing. You know what? That's actually like my sister. When like my mom takes a photo of her, she's like, "If this photo gets onto Facebook, my life will be ripped into pieces and I will disown you, Mom." I won't do anything with it. "Now let's watch the video," I cried. "Alright, I trust you." They all watch the video. She's just like, it's just like a bunch of caps lock dialogue. "I'm a chicken and I'm such a beautiful little chicken. I'm very proud. I lay eggs and have chicken cousins and lovely chicken parents." That's honestly really sweet. Like, it actually sort of made me want to cry. Like, she's like, oh yeah, you know, like, I'm a chicken and I'm so proud of it, you know, and I have, you know, wonderful, like, cousins and have lovely parents. You know, it's really touching, honestly. I could hear laughing in the background of the video. I'm a chicken girl, I'm a chicken girl, I'm a lovely chicken girl. After that video ended, silence flooded the room. Then everyone started laughing. So Emma, one of my friends, asked, yeah, she replied, got any eggs for us? That still makes me laugh. That's like the only funny part of this whole book. Cause like, yeah, cause she's like a chicken, like, got any eggs for us? Yeah. After everyone left, I forgot I needed to email Sophie for our English assignment. First I texted her saying, hey, you ready for me to email you the file? That makes me laugh so much, I don't know why. I opened my laptop and opened my email, but I had the notification pop up saying my laptop only had 5% battery remaining. Oh well, I told myself, emailing a Word document can't be that long, can't it? I was wrong. So wrong. The computer asked me which file I wanted to send. I quickly rushed and sent the file. Then, when the email sent, I realized I didn't send her the Word document. I sent her the video of the chicken girl! So basically, he's trying to send, like, the popular girl, that they speak, like, one sentence about earlier, like, a Word document for their English assignment, but he sends the chicken girl video. Why wouldn't he? But, like, can't you see, like, when you're picking files, like, you will say, like, Word document for English and then, like, chicken girl all in caps underneath? Oh, crap, I cried. I didn't know where the delete email button was. I don't think that exists. I don't think you can delete emails. As I was searching for a delete button, my whole laptop screen turned black. Then I realized it had died. Great, I told myself. Okay, but like, low-key T. Like, he tries to send her the email, and then just as he tries to delete it, the laptop dies. That's intense. I had emailed the most embarrassing video to the most popular girl in school. You could easily post it online and ruin someone's life. For fun. Like, but does this not sound like a Wattpad fanfiction? How did I mess it up this time? Giving the most life-ruining video to the most life-ruining person. Oh god! I really hope that Sophie doesn't do anything, or that Emma doesn't find out. Otherwise, I'm doomed.
This is intense. Like, this is so dramatic. Like, if that video got online, no one would actually care. You know what I mean? Like, it's not embarrassing, it's just boring.
I then received an email from Sophie on my phone saying, thanks for the video. No one typed like this. Well, I can't wait to post this video online. YouTube fame, here I come. That is some serious foreshadowing, because I'm making like a YouTube video on this now. Isn't that funny? I haven't read up to this part, so that's funny. Love from Sophie, XOXOXOXO with the heart thing. No one types like this. It's not 2011. I wasn't even alive in 2011. I don't know what I'm talking about, but like, I know enough about like, you know, like prehistoric internet to know that like a heart is like that's meant to be a heart, right? Alright, my life is definitely over. Why is his life over? He's not like the victim here. I guess because like Emma's gonna stab him in the face. Chapter 4, and we're in Emma's perspective. This is getting lit. It was a calm Friday morning. The sky was bright and happy and only a few clouds were in the sky. It was very peaceful. I could hear the birds chirping, wind slowly blowing, cars driving, so beautiful, until I hear the alarm go,
Damn! I quickly got a text from Nikki, my good friend, saying,
search up a video called Chicken Girl on YouTube. You have got to see this.
I then looked at the top result and the thumbnail was a picture of me wearing a chicken costume. This can't be happening, I cried.
I clicked on the video and saw the date and views. It was uploaded yesterday and already had over 100,000 views. There is no way that somebody posts like a video like taken 10 years ago or whatever of like some child in a chicken costume singing and it gets 100,000 views in a day. Maybe on TikTok. It couldn't be Eli, could it? Oh my god, the emphasis is the italics. I know it's him, I cried.
I'm gonna beat him up at school today, I shouted
fiercely as I ran out of my room. After I got ready, I soared to school. She's flying. Got anything to tell me? I asked him when I found him standing by his locker talking to his friend Jake. Hey Emma, he said.
Don't act so confident, I cried at Eli.
A puzzled look came across his face. Confident? He said, even more confused. Don't act like you don't know. I said, don't know what? Eli cried. Ugh, how could you? Again with the ughs. Oh my god. I cried walking off, very embarrassed. They're so dramatic, man. This is so unrealistic. Alright, I walked up to my locker thinking about the video. I started to put all my books in my locker when I heard a voice behind me shout, hey look, it's Chicken Girl. Everyone started to laugh. Great, now I'm the joke of the school and it's all Eli's fault. That's so, like, no one does that. No one shouts, like, isn't that what happens in, like, Tall Girl? Oh, I just read forward. Later in the cafeteria, I spotted Eli huddled with a group of friends that seemed to be watching something off an iPad. They seemed to be laughing really hard. As I walked closer to the group,
I saw Eli watching the Chicken Girl video. No way.
How could he do this to me? I walked up behind him and grabbed him by the t-shirt. He can be a bit soft sometimes. A little... Wow, he cried in shock. Now, do you have anything to tell me? I asked.
How could you do this to me? I yelled at him.
Sophie posted it, Eli blurted out.
Sophie, I screamed.
I saw the terrified look on his face. He stuttered. You what? I cried. Look, I tried to send Sophie a Word document for our English assignment. I accidentally sent the video. He said, no, I'm so sorry, he mumbled. So you're not actually anonymous, etc. I asked, what? No, that's Sophie, Eli cried. I guess it was all a misunderstanding. I mean, everybody does make mistakes. I'm sorry. I gave him a big hug. I forgive you, he said. Now I have to get plastic pitchforks and get revenge on Sophie, Eli laughed. No, seriously, I'm probably gonna stab her. Of course I'd write that, I'm not surprised at all. I then spotted Sophie walking around in her designer outfit, staring at her phone, not looking where she was walking. I then got an amazing idea. I pulled out my phone and opened my camera. I then pivoted around the room and looked at a large empty table with a bowl of spaghetti sitting there. I picked it up and pressed record on my phone. As Sophie was staring at her phone screen, I yelled, "Hey, Sophie!" She looked up at me and said,
What do you want, Chicken Girl? This, I cried.
Alright, so basically she throws the spaghetti on her. It landed where I wanted on her face, Sophie screamed. She placed her phone on the table beside me and yelled, "What the hell is this?" She stammered. The bowl almost stuck onto her face. She ripped it off and pitched the bowl to the ground. She looked at all the sauce and noodles in her hair and on her face. "Now let's see her spaghetti girl," I shouted, making sure everyone in the cafeteria could hear. I heard a bunch of people chanting, "Spaghetti girl, spaghetti girl." That's so immature, like grow up, seriously.
Now you know what it's like, I yelled over the cafeteria noise.
YouTube fame, here I come, I cried. You know what? I give myself that. Because, like, Sophie was like, YouTube fame, here I come, because she, like, exposed Emma. Now Emma's saying the same thing. She's like, YouTube fame, here I come, because, like, they're embarrassing each other. I laughed. He, like, turned to me and said, "Nice played, Emma. Nice played."
No, it wasn't.
Alright, that's the end of the story. They just throw spaghetti on her and everything's better. Like, that's so, just, like, it's... I don't know, like, it's immature. You know what I mean? Like, I don't like that. So it's editing tab here. It's 9 PM on a school night, and I have maths homework due tomorrow. Now, I was gonna read the second book in this video, but it just didn't happen. Also, this video would have ended up being, like, over 40 minutes long, and I have to go to school tomorrow. Like, I actually need to sleep. I also have to do my maths homework, literally, the lunch period before it's due. But for anybody watching this video, because I know I have 10 subscribers, comment below if you really want to see another part of me reading the second book of this series. It's pretty dramatic. Maybe I can also force my sister to be in it too, and she can also commentate and react to the story. If that does happen, I just have to hope my sister doesn't throw a box at me, which will make me kick my tripod and break my laptop again. But oh, I forgot George. How could I? I'm a horrible person. Everybody, let's get George. Praise him, he is a king. Alright, let's just put him back up here. Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this video. That's all for this video. I don't know, I wrote, again, so many stories like this as a child, and these ones are like I wrote these when I was a little old. Like, I was at the age of, like, 10, 11. So these ones are a lot more, like, tamed and mature than the ones I wrote when I was younger. Because, like, the ones I wrote when I was, like, 8 years old are mad, are insane, and that's gonna be a really fun video to film. So seriously, thank you so much for watching this video if you did. But yeah, that was my book series, Skool Rulez. Seriously, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to smash the like button, turn notifications on, comment below, epic vid, and yeah, go ahead and embarrass yourself.